Hello there, fellow summoners. MadDogHT here. We're going into Alliance War. This is the last war of week 3. Last week, Unstoppable Armor. That's in play today. And here's a little preview of what I'm going to do as far as this war's assignments. I get boss action today against Nimrod. And then a few other fights, and we get WhMags. We get him a fight. And yeah, we'll talk about that. So we're up against D69, Deez Nutz, and these guys. There's a guy in here, the Interceptor, that I've been acquainted with for quite a while from the dual challenge room, and he was like, "Yeah, good luck," and we're like, "Yep, good luck to you. We really need this win to kind of get the back end of the season turned around." Here's a little preview at their maps and defense if you want to see what we're going up against. As far as bans, we got Ghost, Quake, and Corvus, which is fine by us. So yeah, so you can see that we also had a mishap on diversity. Yeah, we're gonna go in Path 3 in Section 1, we have a Void on Node 6, the Hit Me I Dare You, return policy, static defense, heavy-handed. So, you know, he's going to get an armor up every 10 seconds, and then he's going to be able to shock you. Thing is shock immune, so I don't have to worry about like debuff damage from Void, you know, with getting those shocks. Now I just gotta basically manage the combo well, and you know, for the most part I'm doing that at the beginning of the fight, and then towards the middle I just miss a parry, and it was right at like 30 hits or something like that, and it just really throws off the flow of this fight. I'm gonna take a little bit of void damage right there, no big deal. We're going to try to build up our combo a bit, and I think we cross the timer here. Oh no, right there I backed up. I should have just done a full combo, and I just missed a block, and I missed again, and so now I'm digging myself out of a hole, because you know it was right at the right when the timer was changing, so I have to hurry myself back and get a lot of combo. And you can see also I've been holding my special. I finally throw it. I'm like, I better get some hits off from this while the timer is not going. I was planning on throwing a special too, but that just didn't ever work out. And then I just gotta be careful. If I get one of those intimidating presence debuffs, that is the agility, I gotta make sure that I be careful with dexing specials, because that can fail, and then that would be bad. And I think one of those comes up pretty quick. So here we get to 30 combo, we clear that, but we're just about to get another debuff here. We keep getting the what is that, the fatigue, which is going to prevent crits. Here we throw off a special too, we're going to get the stun, and we're digging ourselves out. And then here, that's where we get the agility debuff, and we're back in the game, and we're about to just finish this fight with a special 2. So we lost a chunk of health, but nothing a few health pots can't cure. Yeah, didn't go as well as I had hoped, but we got the attack bonus. That's all that matters. So we're gonna move up to this strike counter fury node 20. We have WhMags guidance applied, so we can get the passive stun because it has Masochism. We want to trigger Masochism as little as possible. You can see I'm going in and swapping my attack masteries. I'm applying Liquid Courage and Double Edge, so I get that extra attack, and then while I trigger protection at 20 rock stacks, I actually heal from the poison. And I'm going to put on an invulnerability boost. This guy's got unstoppable armor with the static defense node in play. That really doesn't do anything. It's the Hit Me I Dare You. It's every 10 hits. We've got this little blue fist node right there. Once it gets to 10, it's going to give him the armor up. and that is what can give him an unstoppable. So it doesn't matter if it's the global untouchable armor that's triggering the unstoppable, or it is the any other kind of armor ups, he can go unstoppable. And when that happens, he goes stun immune. So the one thing that I'm playing around is right here is at 9 charges. I'm just going to parry in 1 hit, and then I'm going to back off. Now in that time I did get hit. Generally when that happens, he kind of gets pushed back and you can react in time. No big deal. We do have an invulnerability boost to take a couple of those. And we also have protection up pretty much the whole time. So this guy has Mystic Dispersion. It looks like 3 or 4 out of 5. It's not max for sure, which is always a pleasant surprise. Not having to deal with all that extra power gain to slow down the fight and bait specials and all that stuff. So we're getting a little bit cornered over here, and this one gets a little sketchy because he does not want to throw. So here he throws a special and we get tagged again from just missing a parry. And we're going to push him to a special 2 here, and those pustules are gonna, one of those is going to fall off. It really sucks that the hit counter thing is kind of covering the number of like buffs and stuff on that second row. I wish Kaban would fix that. It didn't used to be like that, it didn't seem. So here I'm dancing, I'm doing a little thing, Quake style. I cannot hit him because that precision will fall off, give him Mystic Dispersion, and potentially push him to a special 3. And while I'm dexing, you can see I got hit, gave him a little bit of power, I get hit again, the unstoppable falls off, and now he's really, really close to special 3. And I'm trying to open my block when possible so that he can throw. But he's just not having it. I'm just like, I don't want to die here. I haven't died all season. And we're trying to keep our calm, and finally he throws the special, and then I come whiffing out. But if you look at my health bar, all that time I was pretty much healing in the corner because we had protection up and that willpower healing from the poison, keeping us nice and topped off. And yeah, we're gonna finish this fight. And I do have a science special boost on for like special damage, and the main reason is if it gets close to the end and I have to throw a special 3 because he's being a little turd and not throwing his, and we push him to a special 3, I can throw it, and basically it's just that little extra cushion to make sure that I kill him. Now 5%, he's good. I don't know what the cap is, you know, if I'm gonna have to throw at like 15%, 12%, 13%, 20%. I think it also really depends on how many armors are active. So yeah, we get that fight down. 6 hits taken, but we're pretty much full health, which is really nice. And then we're gonna move up to the middle section, and while we were doing that, my battle group doing their thing, and I take off the liquid courage double edge and put back on my regular attack masteries, and then I go into the event quest and I do a little boost prep. So I had ran out of 30% boosts and I needed a whole bunch, so we just finished off our first path during this war, and then here's that cab EQ offer. It's got 30% boost, a bunch of revives and stuff, which is going to be helpful for 7.4.6, which actually really didn't need much revives on. I just finished that today, 100%, and but it's gonna be great for the remaining Abyss Karina runs. I have 2 of those left, so, and then I just open up some calves from that. Didn't get anything, go figure. But we get our boost, and that's what we needed. Oh, and then I also got enough shards to get a feature, and then check out this feature. Usually I don't have crystal openings or anything in my videos, but this was part of the war for me. And we get an awakening on Null, which is really, really cool. I'm super excited. That's going to help because I do have to do that symbiote Abyss run. So, but all in short, that was all to get boosts for finishing off my path, and making sure that I just don't die in this second part. So the second part, we're going up path 6. I haven't done this path yet this season. It's the first time. We got Prowess, Build Up, Unblockable, Superior Specials, and Return Policy. We got a M.O.D.O.K here. None of that comes into play. He doesn't get buffs. He doesn't get Prowess. He will get the Prowess at the beginning, but it'll just be 1. And White Magneto is a solid option for dealing with M.O.D.O.K. If you can parry, he's parry heavy. He can disable that shield that gives him the auto block. Like right there, he didn't auto block. He's got that 70% ability accuracy reduction. So he's pretty strong. I mean, he's not like a Magneto or anything like that, but he can do this fight really easily. And the nice thing is I get a charge for winning the fight and for defeating a villain slash metal defender. And if I had an awakening, I would actually get 3 charges. So this was actually done so that I could get an extra guidance boost applied for our boss that we needed. Well, we didn't need it. I wanted it. So I could have used Torch there. I could have used Thing there. Decided to go with WhMags, and pretty easy fight. Next up, we got M.O.D.O.K 38, Prowess, Build Up, Unblockable again, passively special, and Hard Knock Lives. We can't do a whole lot of parries, otherwise we're going to get a bunch of disorients on us, and then our parries can fail. We're going to swap out that mutant boost that I had for the M.O.D.O.K. We're going to put on Science boost. We have a Power Start 1, and then I had just a Special 3 boost on to, you know, if I ever got Special 3 by the M.O.D.O.K or this fight or the next 2, I would just take less damage. Now, I wasn't planning on potentially getting that, but I was just, because I was taking the boss and I was doing all this stuff in one boost, that was the plan. Now, this fight did not turn out as I had wanted. There is some Mystic Dispersion here, but she was pretty aggressive, and I was going to throw the Special 2, but she ends up just melting. You know, quick fight. I was just block baiting a lot to trigger her heavies and counter, and without having to need to parry and get the disorients. And then we move up next fight. M.O.D.O.K 39, Ebb and Flow Intercept, Mighty Charge, Crumbling Armor. I put the WhMags pre-fight on this one so we can get the passive stuns when the Mighty Charge, because otherwise he's going to be stun immune coming in. We put on the Nova Flame on with Torch, and the whole game plan here is just parry, medium, light, medium, and then when the flow is right, I'm not going to force an intercept, but when I feel like the flow is right, we're going to get it. We got an invulnerability boost on. You know, this guy does have some Mystic Dispersion. We do have to watch out for the Unstoppable Armor coming up. And I think right here I try to get an intercept, and he just smacks me. Doesn't play into it. It's alright. We got the invulnerability boost on that protected us. We still haven't gotten the Fury yet, but we've done quite a bit of damage. Just because those Nova Flames, they just do a ton of damage. We got an armor break from Crumbling Armor. That's alright. And then here we're going to go back into it. We're going to get an intercept, I think, after this Special 2. Yeah, because it's going to be at low power. He does have quite a bit Mystic Dispersion. There we go. We get the Ebb and Flow Fury. Hit him with a Special 2. And I think he's going to throw, 15k sting damage right there. So, Torch. Dude is good. He is very good against those pesky mystics. We are going to move up. The next part of my assignment is to apply some WhMags, and I originally didn't realize that I was going to get the 2 charges on M.O.D.O.K, but we got 1 from the kill. Because M.O.D.O.K was a metal champ. It's metal. I think earlier I said metal or villain, but it's just metal. So I was like, hey, I got an extra charge. Where do you want it? And Demps. He was taking this Sauron with Tigra, and we're like, yeah, let's just put it on that one. Extra attack is good, but he didn't need. I mean, he took out this fight. It was like 20 seconds. It was a pretty crazy fight. So good job to him. And he clears all the way to the boss, and I move up. And you're gonna see, like, I go up to apply another WhMags here, and I go to push the button and heal up and do all that. I think I go here and push the button, and then nothing happens, and I'm sitting there like, what's going on? And I start getting that, and it wigs me out. So I just reset the game because I was like, I don't want it to like lose me an attack bonus or anything. So we go back in, we apply the pre-fight, and I was boosted still big, and I was supposed to hit the boss, and we still have that Ultron right there. And unfortunately, there was some things that happened when the guy said he was ready. Work stuff happened, and we didn't get that Ultron down with my big boost going, and that was really sad. As you can see, I'm reboosting. So I was just like, this just sucks, because 30% boost, they don't come cheap. I'm a free-to-play guy, so the only time I'm going to be able to get these are from like Kabam giving them to us for like compensation or something, or through that CAV-EQ offer. So the fact that I used 2 of them for this war, that really was a big punch to the gut. But we do put on the boosts. I didn't want to die to this Nimrod. I knew that Torch would be an excellent option. I fight this guy in Map 8 Alliance Quest all the time. I use Doom, but I know that all of Nimrod's attacks are energy. We just have to watch out for the unstoppable armor. So every 10 seconds he'll get an armor up, and then whenever he not manually, but the timer, there's an 11-second timer, so there's a second timer where he will switch from Titan to Blitz, from Blitz to Titan, and whenever that timer switches him, that's when he also gets another armor up. So I just got to keep both of those timers in mind. So there, the unstoppable armor one triggered an unstoppable. He got another armor up. He didn't get another one. So we just got to wait those out, and then we just let him hit into our block, bait the heavies, do short combos, medium light mediums, get the power sting damage. And I was trying to dex that, but I blocked, ate it. No big deal. We had the indestructible invulnerability boost on. Now he goes into Titan, so we have to evade that. We get the clean evade, because when he's in Eradicate, when he's in Eradicate, he's going to be unblockable on his specials. I do want to push him to special 2s. Those are just easier to dex. He will get the unstoppable buff from that as well. No big deal. We're just going to wait that out. And you can see this guy is melting away. I haven't had to hit him a lot. I mean, we are boosted pretty big, but we're just watching those timers. Make sure when he gets an armor up, we just stall, and his animations are pretty simple to deal with. I love using him on attack. As far as a defender, he's not the hardest defender, but if he were to get me with like a special 2 or something, man, those shocks would be nasty. But the special 2, I mean, that's just really easy to evade. It's really slow. And Nimrod dies from all of the Nova Flame damage, so only 36 hits. So that was pretty quick, pretty easy. We get the boss solo. I was pretty excited about that. Haven't got a lot of boss action in recent wars or seasons, just because my champs really didn't fit the mold. And you can see, boom, we won. We won 14-11. Our battle group died 4 times, but we racked up 6 kills, so we were pretty excited about that. And I had some other guys in other battle groups watching. Maj was like, yeah, lovely. I'm like, yep. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So we win this one. Good job to D69. They put up a good fight. Interceptor. Better luck next time. And so we move up to 4-5 on the season, which is a much needed win. I had 6 fights, 6 kills, no deaths, 56 fights now on the season, all solos, no deaths. We move up 3 spots to Platinum 1, or rank number 2. So we are in striking range going into the last war week. of the season, and basically we need to at least win 2 wars. If we win all 3, it's guaranteed Masters finish. If we win 2, it's very, very likely that we will be able to stick in the Masters top 20 somewhere. And then as far as items, this war got some big boosts used, 2 30%ers and a 20%er. I put on Suicide, so that cost 111 units on that swap. Bunch of invulnerability boosts. Yeah, boost all around. Didn't like having to boost double when I was told that we were coordinated to get that last run in, but it is what it is. And you can see my totals, like it's really racking up for the season, but it's worked for me so far. I haven't died, so we added 2 fights with Thing. He's up to 23. We added 3 fights to Torch. He's up to 14, and we added a fight on Magneto, House of X. He's got 2, and yeah, ManThing and Nimrod. I fought a lot of those dudes this season. 5 and 9 wars. So got quite a smorgasbord of champs that we've been fighting. It's looking pretty cool. But yeah, hopefully we can do well in this last week. And a little foreshadow, it goes well for some and not for others. So I'm trying to keep my deathless streak alive for the season, but all things considered, I could really care less about the deathless streak. I more care about the team winning and getting that master spot, because that's what I'm boosting and doing all this stuff for, doing all the war planning, which, man, this season it's been kind of interesting. I've had a lot bigger role, me, and give a shout out to my buddy McLeod. We've been doing the war plan mostly, and I think we put out successful plans that we could pretty much get donuts in every war. I mean, there's going to be a few hard fights, but I think we've been enabling our team to be able to do it, but we have been falling short. I mean, we had 4 deaths this war in our battle group. That was way more than we thought we were going to have. I mean, we would love to get 0s every time, but yeah, we can do better. It's just been a little bit of inconsistency. So, but I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.